Shalom. We're going to continue looking at the things that we can do in these mortal bodies that can cause us not to make it to the kingdom. Lust in the flesh. And what I mean by that is the things that we can do in our walk in this truth and doing certain things that will prevent us from entering into the kingdom of the Most High. It's very important. When I say lust in the flesh, it's things that we can do in these mortal bodies. So we're going to look at falsehood tonight. And which, if anyone don't know, is telling lies. And we're going to look at Revelations, but we're going to go to Colossians 3:17, as always. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all by Hashem HaMashiach Yahushua, in the name of the Lord and Savior, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by Him. And how we do that? By Hashem HaMashiach Yahushua. So we're going to go to the last book of the Bible. We're going to go into this Bible and look at different scenarios of it, and you're going to find out in the end, this is what it says. Revelation 22:15. For without, that without is without the kingdom. Outside of the kingdom are dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. It's real. Whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. So you can lie if you want to, but we dealing with being in what? The truth. And the truth is contrary to a lie. So it's very important that we see this and understand this so that you don't fall victim of missing your seat on the chariot and missing your opportunity to be with a Mashiach Yahushua and be taught by him for 1,000 years. This is very important. Look at Ecclesiasticus, the 20th chapter. Since we deal with falsehood or lies, Ecclesiasticus, the 20th chapter, the 24th verse. In the program, if you have the Cambridge University Press, the Red Bible, it's on page 82. And let's see what it says concerning liars. It says, a lie is a foul blot in a man, yet it is continually in the mouth of the untaught. So you should be able to go to this Bible to be able to answer everything, because it has an answer, because it's the book of life. A liar is a foul blot in a man, yet it is continually in the mouth of the untaught. A thief is better than a man that is accustomed to lie. You know that? See, a thief is better than a liar. But they both shall have destruction to heritage. The disposition of a liar is dishonorable. That's why you got to know the truth, or you're going to follow a liar. The disposition of a liar is dishonorable, and his shame is ever with him. The shame of a liar going to be with him. So that's why it's very important to deal in, if you in the truth, then you're supposed to be dealing with truth. That's why when you hear something from somebody, you got to, 1 Thessalonians 5:21, right? 1 Thessalonians 5:21. This part of, like I said, I've been dealing with things pertaining to the flesh. So, and we want to make sure that we look at different operations so that we don't fall into anything that would prevent us from making it to the kingdom. Our names being written in the book of life. 1 Thessalonians 5:21 says, prove all things. Hold fast that which is good. hold fast that which is good. But it say prove all things. Things got to be proven. You can't just go by what somebody say. People say anything. Not to be the truth. That's why I say prove all things. Prove it. Hold fast that which is good. What's good? Romans 7 and 12. This is good. This is what's good. When it say hold fast that which is good, he said what's good. Romans 7 and 12. Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy, and just and good. So we got to go to the law. Let's go to the law. Go to, because it says the commandment and the law is holy and good. That's what's good. So go to Exodus, the 20th chapter, and let's see what it says pertaining to lying. Exodus 20 and verse 16. Exodus 20 and verse 16. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. So you're supposed to be lying on your neighbor. And the neighbor we know from Leviticus the 19th chapter, verse 17, verse 1 and 2 and 17 and 18 is the children of Israel. We're not supposed to be lying on each other. That's why I say prove all things. Thou shalt not bear false witness. That's a lie. You bearing false witness against thy neighbor. That's wrong. Look at Exodus 23 and 1. Exodus 23 and 1. Thou shalt not raise a false report. Hear that? Thou shalt not raise a false report. You're supposed to be raising no false accusation against your neighbor of Israel. Put not thine hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness. So you ain't supposed to be putting your hand with the wicked. Then you know that if you put your hand with the wicked, you an unrighteous witness yourself of something that the unrighteous have brought forth. You fit the same category. That's why it's very important that you understand these scriptures spiritually from what it's saying. Deuteronomy 5 and 20. Or you're not going to make it to the kingdom. And that's what it's all about. Deuteronomy 5 and 20. Neither shalt thou bear false witness against thy neighbor. See? Neither shalt thou bear false witness against thy neighbor. He already told us in Exodus. Now you got to tell us again and again and again. That's why the Most High speak once, yea, twice, man perceive it not. Telling us over and over again. Are we going to forbear? Are we going to hear him? Or are we going to try our own way to decipher how we want to do it? Look at Psalms 12 and 2. Psalms 12 and 2. Because you're looking at, if you can go into it to the point where you really don't believe in the Most High. And that's sad. That's really sad because he's looking at everything. Look at this. Psalms 12 and 2. They speak vanity. Words that have no validity before the Most High. They speak vanity. Everyone with his neighbor. With flattering lips and with a double heart do they speak. A double mind do they speak. But they speak in worthless words to his neighbor. That's why you got to prove all things. You got to hold fast to that which is good. Right? So we got to go back to what else is good. Because we know the law is good. And what else is good? Matthew 19 and 16. Matthew 19 and 16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master. So he's calling the Mashiach Yahushua good. And that master, they took the place of master. They put Lord. The Europeans made up Lord when it should be master. Good master. What good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life? And that's what I'm saying. This is what it's all about. We want to have eternal life. We want to live forever. Have the opportunity to live forever. Our names being written in the book of life. But listen to what the Mashiach Yahushua said, since everybody's saying, hey, how you doing? I'm good. This is what he said. And he said unto him, why callest thou me good? Why you call me good? There is none good but one. That is the Most High. Right? That's who's good. So we don't have no reason saying we good unless you the Most High. That's a dangerous thing to fall into the hands of the living power. But that's something new. Everybody follow the same trend. How you doing? I'm good. You ain't say that in the 90s. You wouldn't say that in the 80s or the 70s, 60s. You wasn't saying that. Something new. But everything to be able to turn you away from the truth and make you righteous. Want you to be wicked. But you don't catch on because you just follow trend of what everybody's doing because you don't know the scriptures. You err not knowing the scriptures. You hear what it said? Mashiach Yahushua said, hey, if we Mashiachim, we're going to be like him. 1 Corinthians 3:23, you have Mashiachim. And Mashiach is the Most High's. Then we're going to follow suit as what he does and what he says. Because since he's the word of the Most High, listen what he said. And he said unto him, why callest thou me good? There is none good but one. That is the Most High. But if thou wilt enter into life, you want to enter into everlasting life, you out there, that's you Christians, you leaders, that's telling people that they don't have to keep the laws, but they under mercy and grace, they Gentiles grafted in, filled with the Holy Ghost, and got to speak in tongues and so forth, as you do, as your Christian doctrine says. He said, if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. Straight up. You can't say we ain't under the law. And the commandments are set up to love the Most High with all our heart, mind, and soul, and strength, and love thy neighbor as thyself. That's what it's all about. Those two commandments, because how we serve the Most High and how we serve each other as Israelites. So we got to look at this because it's really serious and really something that is going to keep a lot of people from making it to the kingdom. And some people lie about anything. It don't even make no sense. Have no reason to lie. Look at Psalms 10. Psalms 10 and 2. The wicked in his pride. That's that vanity. We look at vanity, that's pride. Does persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. See, let them be taken in the devices they have imagined to do to someone. Let it be done to them. It is being said. For the wicked boasts of his heart's desire, and blesses the covetous, whom the Most High abhorreth. Hear that? The wicked are opposite of the Most High's ways. He's not going to do what the Most High say we're supposed to do. He's going to come up with his own way. Because they're only going to read the scripture, like I say. They need to be taught. They're not taught. They're untaught. His heart's desire. Follow your heart, right? Don't they say that in the world today? Follow your heart. Your heart is your mind, the way you think. And blesses the covetous, whom the Most High abhorreth. See, he told us in the law, thou shalt not covet. And go back to the law. Exodus 20th chapter and verse 17. Thou shalt not covet. See? Thou shalt not covet. Exodus 20 and 17. Thou shalt not covet. So you think the Most High love you if you covet thy neighbor's house, Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. You ain't supposed to be trying to look at any other man's woman or sleep with her, which is adultery, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. That's coveting. Most I don't want you to be doing that. Going back to Psalms 10. Verse 3. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire. This is what I feel. My mind tells me this is the way I should think, this is the way I'm going to think, regardless of how the Most High feel. And the word says, and blessed the covetous, hanging out with the covetous, or blessed the covetous, those that are doing wrong, desiring the things of others, whom the Most High abhorreth, who the Most High hateth. Verse 4, the wicked, through the pride of his countenance, that's his vain thinking, will not seek after the Most High. He ain't gonna seek after what the Most High says. How many times have I heard anyone ask me, how do the Most High feel about this? You think to yourself, how many times you've asked, what do the Most High feel about this or that? So you are supposed to already know. If the end come right now, you're supposed to already know. For the things that you've done or gonna do or have in mind to do, what did it say? The wicked through the pride of his countenance, they so prideful, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts, see? Most High, the wicked ain't the Most High in their thoughts. Something else is more important. That's how you know they wicked. And you can't hide it. So the Most High's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. His ways are always grievous. His ways are always grievous. Want to be happy, that's when you know they sad. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. See? He hath said in his heart, this is what he said in his heart, I shall not be moved. He said in his mind, I ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me, for I shall never be in adversity. And we know, you understand, like I said, if you operate as the wicked and you're an Israelite, you're the wicked. You're a goat. And you're going to be on the left side of Mashiach Abishai when he throw your butt in hellfire where the worms never die and the fires never quench. So it don't matter about whether you another nation, devil, or you a son of the Most High, devil. Supposed to be, but you a devil. The children of the devil. A goat. The result is the same judgment. It's the same judgment. You can point the finger at the wicked all you want to, but it tells you the wicked, our ways compares the ways of the wicked. We taught the wicked ones our ways. It's bad, man. Verse 7, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit. That's lies and fraud. That's deceit, lying to you. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. This is what it is. And you understand, when you see this, it's like, come on, don't be like that, because the Most High is going to deal with you. Because you say who he hated. That's a deep word. Abhorreth. That means he hateth. He hateth them. But our people don't want to have it. They just want to continue to do what they do and think it's okay. It's not okay, people. It's not okay. I'm telling you. It's not okay. At all. Believe this. Believe you me. You have to change the way you are That's why you got to become a new creature. You have to. Otherwise, all the things, all the woe that's in this Bible gonna come to you. And you don't want that because, but some people is nothing that can be done. That's why there's gonna be punishment. People think they can do what they want to do. That's punishment for everything that we do that's wrong in the eyes of the Most High. Proverbs 52:4. Proverbs 52:4. And where do this come from? Psalms 52:4. I'm sorry, Salakia. It's not even no 54 in Proverbs. You don't go up that far. Psalms 52:4. 52:4. Psalms 52:4. Thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. Hear that? And look at people that love devouring words. A lot of them have a deceitful tongue, man. The Most High shall likewise destroy thee forever. That's what I'm warning you. Say the Most High likewise, the Most High shall likewise destroy thee forever. He shall take thee away and pluck thee out of his dwelling place and root thee out of the land of the living. You don't want this. We trying to get to the land of living. Most High, think about it. He bring you back to the land of living and root you out. Bam. Let's jump up to verse 1. It says, why boastest thou thyself in mischief? Why are you bragging about something that you know is negative? It's mischief. O mighty man, the goodness of the Most High endureth continually. The Most High wants you to have humility and a broken and contrite spirit. Thy tongue devises mischiefs. The tongue devises mischiefs. That's why I did a lesson on the tongue. But the tongue devises mischiefs, and the things that you say could cause a reaction. More people have died by the tongue than by the sword, it says. That's a lesson you should look up. The tongue. Your words. It says, like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. Hear that? That tongue, that's that lying tongue, working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Lying rather to speak righteousness. Thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. They love to destroy you. There's nothing wrong with rebuke in our brothers and our sisters, but you got to be on point. You got to be right. Or you go right along with the ones that rebuking or speaking falsely. O thou deceitful tongue, the Most High shall likewise destroy thee forever. You don't want this. I hope not. That's why he give you the opportunity to change, to repent. That's what repentance is about. Changing. Crying to the Most High and ask for forgiveness. The Most High shall likewise destroy thee forever. He shall take thee away and pluck thee out of his dwelling place, out of thy dwelling place, wherever you living at. He plucked you out of there. Boom. If he say he's going to destroy you, he's going to take you out and root thee out of the land of the living. And wherever we are, we're living as the Israelites. The righteous also shall see and fear. So that's why the Most High got to bring death before people see and fear, be afraid, and shall laugh at him. You that? Don't laugh at him. Lo, this is the man that made not the Most High his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches and strengthened himself in his wickedness. Sad, but real. Proverbs 2:22. See, certain things, people think they can eat whatever they want to eat. It's going to be okay. Certain things you do is a judgment. That's why the Most High said the righteous scarcely going to be saved. Proverbs 2:22. But the wicked and those that deal in falsehood are wicked. But the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, and the transgressors shall be rooted out of it. That's what he telling you. You're going to be rooted out of this earth. And you don't want this to happen. Most High, think about a beat down from the Most High. Whew. Like anybody that's been actually in the epicenter of an earthquake, or have went through a tornado where they felt it, hurricane, fire. It's not a good feeling. Or it just point blank hurt, where they had to suffer pain and suffer. That's how it felt when that pain came. Most High is the one that wound, and the Most High is the one that healed. Because he could have made it that you didn't, because it was time that you didn't have to have something, or we didn't have to have something happen to us where we have to deal with this pain. See, that's a lot of problem. People ain't went through enough pain to understand, to fear him, and understand that he's the one that did it. He the one allowed it to happen. It didn't happen on its own. Ain't no coincidence in this world. Or you don't believe in the Most High. And that's what most people don't believe in him. They be saying, oh, it's coincidence. No, it's not. You better believe this. It's not no coincidence. Nothing is a coincidence. The Most High have his hand in everything. He is worthy to be praised for everything. Go to Deuteronomy 32nd chapter and verse 39. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now, it's the Most High, that's the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. He says, see now that even I, am he, and there is no power with me. I kill. Hear that? When somebody died, the Most High said, I killed them. And I, who is the Most High, make alive. Babies being born. Or you on the operating table, they pronounce you dead, you come back alive. The Most High made you come back alive. All praise to the Most High. I wound. There it is right there. The Most High wound. And I heal. And he's the one that heals. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Hear what he said? Ain't nobody can deliver you out of the Most High's hand. But see, people don't fear the Most High. That's why, if you knew this, you give him the glory for whatever. He said, whatever he gives you, take cheerfully. You still going to be praising him. Because it could be the chastisement. Get your attention. Who he loves, he chastises. Ain't nobody getting away with nothing. And I mean, it's like a catch-22. When you think about it, it's like, man, am I getting dealt with for this? Or am I getting dealt with because he loved me? Or is he dealing with me because of something you did or something we did? You just still got to praise him. You learn to praise him, then he'll be able to respect you, because else he go, here it come again in different ways. Psalms 102 and 27. But thou art the same. Let me read verse 26. They shall perish, but thou shalt endure. Yeah, all of them shall wax old like a garment. As a vesture shalt thou change them, and they shall be changed. But thou art the same, and thy years shall have no end. I mean, that's the Most High. You the same. I was say, and he changed not. It says, what it say? And thy years shall have no end. His years gonna have no end because he lived forever. Forever and ever and ever. That's who we serve. That's who I serve. I don't know, everybody don't serve the same power. Some people have made up their own power and figured out. You say, well, show it. How the Bible says, show them to me. They can't show it. They can't show them to you. Something's wrong with that. Something wrong with that picture, because if you believe in him, then you should be able to know something pertaining to him, or by some means. You should know him. That's why we can't be doing the things that's false. We can't roll in falsehood and think that the Most High loves us. Does he deal with falsehood? No. Everything he does is righteous. Look at Psalms 55 and 23. Everything he does is righteous. It's just we as a people have been programmed to think a certain way. And mainly is how we were taught how to make a Negro Christian, from that religious instruction to the Negroes of the United States of America. You know? And that's what we're looking at. Our people. They've been programmed a certain way. But thou, O Most High, shall bring them down into the pit of destruction. Bloody and deceitful men, bloody and those that have killed so many people, and deceitful men, lying men that lied on everything that the Israelites believe in, a lot of y'all believe in, without questioning, prove all things, shall not live out half their days. But I will trust in thee, but trust in the Most High. But those that have caused destruction upon this earth, bloody men and deceitful men, lying men, shall not live out half their days. Could be living much longer than the Most High will allow them to live, but they're not going to be able to because they bloody, they're very deceitful. And you can't fall into that category or life going to be cut short. It's a judgment. Look at Job 15 and 32. It shall be accomplished before his time, and his branch shall not be green. So he's going to let you know. It's gonna be accomplished before its time. Its time gonna be cut short. And its branch shall not be green. You ain't gonna be blossoming to a beautiful green tree. And trust me, you don't understand. We went over the lesson concerning them trees as men. Why it's saying, it's hip talk, but it's the hip talk of the Most High in His time. Go to Psalms 1 and 1, and we're going to concentrate on verse 3. Going to let you know what it is. Psalms 1 and 1 to 3. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the unrighteous. So blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the deceitful man or deceitful woman, a lying man or a lying woman. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the unrighteous. So you listen to the counsel of the unrighteous, then you're not going to be blessed. You're going to be cursed. Nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. Those that scorning people all the time. But his delight is in the law of the Most High. So the law of the Most High, as we read, see, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. That's the law. You got to tell the truth. We in the truth, so we should tell the truth. And in his law does he meditate day and night. So you meditate in the law, you're going to know that law says you can't do this. The law says you can do this. The law says you can't do this. You got to know the Most High gave us moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws that we can follow. Come on, you can't follow the laws because you're wicked. You don't want to follow the laws of the Most High. You're going to burn you up, straight up. But his delight is in the law of the Most High. Who is this? First one, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the unrighteous, following the way of the unrighteous, the wicked. Verse 2, but his delight is in the law of the Most High, and in his law does he meditate day and night. So he's meditating on the laws of the Most High day and night, as Joshua 1 and 8 says. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou may be prosperous and have good success, according to the Most High. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. So he shall be like a tree. So he say his leaves shall never be green. This man gonna be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth his fruit that comes from the leaf, from the branch, and do in his season. His leaf also shall not wither. It's never going to wither because he's always going to be nourished by this water planted by the river. The water is coming from the river. He can always be nourished because he believes in the Most High. He believes in the Most High's what? Laws. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. It says the unrighteous, the ungodly, like I told you, Europeans created that word God. So the unrighteous are not so, but are like the shaft which the wind driveth away. So you a liar, you dealing with falsehood, you the unrighteous are not so, but are like the shaft which wind driveth away, the shaft of the wheat. That the wind blows away and you have the good wheat left in your hand. Therefore the unrighteous shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. So they ain't going to be there. That's why y'all talk about everybody coming back. No, ain't no sinners going to be in the congregation of the righteous. But the Most High knoweth the way of the righteous. See that? He know the way of the righteous, but the way of the unrighteous shall perish. So you dealing falsehood, you going to perish. And that perish is that woe, that destruction, that hellfire, that lake of fire, where the worms never die and the fires never quench. You can't hear it enough because nobody's telling you that, because you think you can do whatever you want to do and you're going to be okay. One way or another, I can do what I want to do, because if you're going to come back through the ones you say go make it, why you got to be righteous? What sense does that make? That judgment going to be something else, though. Don't believe the hype. It's not going to be like that, y'all. Psalm 63 and 11. Psalm 63 and 11. But the king shall rejoice in the Most High. By Shema Mashiach Yahushua. Everyone that swear by him shall glory. But the mouth of them that speak lies shall be stopped. See? Everyone that swears by Mashiach Yahushua, by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua, shall glory. But the mouth of them that speak lies shall be stopped. That's why you got to know what you're speaking, brothers and sisters. Can't be speaking no lies. Or you're going to be stopped. Proverbs 10 and 10. That's why nobody's bringing forth enough warnings of judgment. But it's here in his word. Proverbs 10 and 10. He that winketh with the eye causes sorrow, but a prating fool shall fall. See? He that winketh maliciously causes sorrow, man, causes grief within a person. And the chattering fool running their mouth comes to ruin, man. It's like gonna ruin you. The mouth of a righteous man is a well of life. So mouth of a righteous man is a well of life to show you right from wrong. But violence covereth the mouth of the wicked. You know that? The wicked think about violence. Hatred stirreth up stripes, but love covereth all sins. See, hatred stirreth up strife. But love, which is keeping under both sides' laws, covereth a multitude of sins, it says. In other places, covereth all sins. Look at verse 14. Wise men lay up knowledge. A wise man gonna lay up knowledge, but the mouth of the foolish is near destruction. Well, you gotta make sure you on point, brothers and sisters. You can't be just thinking you can roll any kind of way. Proverbs 10 to 31. The mouth of the just bringeth forth wisdom. Wisdom is the proper application of knowledge.